Hey everyone, welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're doing something really practical and fun. We're taking our Japanese studies completely out of the textbook and bringing them right into the real world. We're going to look at how to navigate the whole Japanese dining experience using 10 absolutely essential phrases. And these are straight from the JLPT N5 vocabulary list. So let's figure out how to order food smoothly and, with total confidence.
Picture this. You've been out exploring Tokyo all day long. You are literally starving, and the amazing smell of ramen or yakitori pulls you into this cozy little local spot. You sit down, super eager to eat, and they hand you a menu. But suddenly, panic sets in. It's covered completely in kanji. No pictures, zero English, just beautiful, totally unreadable characters. It's a classic traveler pain point, right? The language barrier can make a really exciting meal feel kind of intimidating. But hey, don't worry, we're going to fix that right now.
Okay, let's dive into this. We'll follow 4 steps. 1. Arriving and getting attention. 2. Navigating the menu. 3. Ordering and customizing. And 4. Paying and showing gratitude. Step 1. Arriving and getting attention.
Our very first phrase is an absolute must-know. Sumimasen. It means, excuse me. Now, I know in some Western countries calling out to a waiter can feel, well, a bit rude. But in Japan, it is perfectly standard. It's expected. When you need the staff, you literally just give a slight hand raise and call out Sumimasen, nice and clearly. Or if your table happens to have one of those little electronic call buttons, just press it. When the server comes over, a polite Sumimasen is exactly how you want to start things off.
Once you've actually got their attention at the entrance, the very first thing the staff will almost always ask is "Nanmesama desu ka?" which just means how many people. So phrase number 2 is your go-to answer, "Futari desu," for 2. It's a super simple formula. You literally just state the number of people and follow it up with desu.
Now, it's really fascinating how the Japanese language actually counts people. Think about the nin counter. It actually shifts based on your group size. It's not just your standard numbers. For 1 person, you say hitori. For 2, it's futari. But then when you get to 3, it becomes sannin, and 4 is yonin. So if you're flying solo, you just say hitori desu. And for a group of 3, sannin desu. It's a small detail for sure, but nailing this right out of the gate shows you've really got your basics down.
Step 2. Navigating the menu.
Okay, so you open that menu and realize you are completely overwhelmed by the kanji. Phrase 3 is going to be an absolute lifesaver. Eigo no menu ga arimasu ka? Do you have an English menu? The grammar structure here, ga arimasu ka, is incredibly versatile. You're literally just asking if the English menu exists in this space. And honestly, a lot of restaurants in tourist areas actually have them tucked away right behind the counter, so it absolutely never hurts to ask.
But what if they don't have one? Or, what if you just want to try the absolute best thing the chef makes? That is exactly when you drop phrase 4. Osusume wa nan desu ka? What do you recommend? I absolutely love this phrase. It lets you completely bypass the confusing menu. You're basically handing the reins right over to the expert, discovering the restaurant's true specialty, and guaranteeing yourself a really authentic local dining experience.
Step 3. Ordering and customizing.
Phrase 5 is your ultimate backup plan. It's your safety net. Kore o hitotsu kudasai. This one, please. Look, if you can't read the menu or you just have no idea how to pronounce the name of the dish, you simply point to a picture on the menu. Or hey, even point to one of those super realistic plastic food displays outside the shop. Just point and say this phrase. Kore means this, hitotsu means 1, and kudasai means please. I'm telling you, it works perfectly every single time.
And the best part is, you can easily tweak this if you're hungry for more. You just swap out hitotsu with other essential N5 item counters. So if you want 2 of something, you say futatsu. Kore o futatsu kudasai. 3 is mitsu, and 4 is yotsu. Honestly, memorizing these generic object counters is one of the highest return investments you can possibly make in your N5 studies.
All right, now what if you have a dietary restriction? Phrase 6 is absolutely vital for customizations. Tamanegi nuki ni dekimasu ka? Can you make it without onions? Let's quickly break down that grammar. The crucial word here is nuki, which literally means without or removed. And that's followed by ni dekimasu ka, which is asking, is it possible to do this? It's highly practical and it very clearly communicates exactly what you need.
And you can totally mix and match this. You just do a quick vocabulary swap for the word tamanegi. So, if you don't eat pork, you'd ask, butaniku nuki ni dekimasu ka? If you've got an egg allergy, just swap in tamago. Or if you want no meat at all, just use niku. This really simple substitution trick totally empowers you to customize your meals safely and, just comfortably.
So sometimes, right after you order, you realize you made a mistake, or you suddenly want to try something else entirely. Changing an order can be a little tricky because the cooking might have already started in the back. Phrase 7 is the perfect, polite way to consult the staff about this. Moshi mada deshitara henkou dekimasu ka? If it's not made yet, can I change it?
This brilliantly illustrates a core aspect of Japanese communication. Like, sure, you could just say, henkou dekimasu ka, can I change it? But honestly, that can come across as a bit direct or even demanding. By just adding moshi mada deshitara, if it's not made yet, you instantly transform a demand into a culturally polite consultation. It really softens the request and shows that you genuinely respect the chef's time and the whole restaurant's process. It's these little additions that make your Japanese sound incredibly natural.
Step 4. Paying and showing gratitude.
Okaikei o onegaishimasu. This is the absolute most natural and standard way to ask for the bill. Okaikei means the check or the bill. Now here's a fun fact. If you're in a super noisy izakaya and the staff just cannot hear you over the crowd, you can actually catch their eye and make a nonverbal gesture by crossing your index fingers to form a little X. It universally means check please in Japanese casual dining, and seriously, it works like a charm.
Now, before you actually pay, you need to keep a really vital cultural etiquette tip in mind. It is considered rude to leave money on the table. In Japan, the server will usually leave a small clipboard or a little tray with your bill face down on your table during your meal. When you're all done and ready, you take that entire tray right up to the front register near the exit to pay. Oh, and remember, absolutely no tipping is required or expected in Japan. It can actually cause a lot of awkward confusion if you try. If you're traveling with friends, phrase 9 is definitely going to come in handy. Betsu betsu ni dekimasu ka? Can we pay separately? Betsu betsu literally translates to separate. It's a very straightforward phrase for splitting the bill right at the register. Just a quick heads up though, some really busy izakayas or smaller shops might actually have signs up requiring you to pay together. But hey, it is always okay to politely ask using this phrase.
And finally, we have phrase 10. This is exactly how you beautifully wrap up your entire experience. Gochiso sama deshita. Thank you for the meal. Saying this out loud to the staff as you walk out the door shows immense respect and appreciation for their hospitality, not to mention the chef's hard work. It is a deeply ingrained cultural habit in Japan, and using it will always earn you a warm smile.
So the big takeaway here is that learning a language isn't just about passing that N5 test. It's really about connecting with people and navigating the world with actual confidence. By structuring these 10 targeted phrases in the chronological order of a meal, you've basically got a mental roadmap for your next dining adventure. You are totally ready to get attention, navigate that menu, order, customize, and pay, all while showing some wonderful cultural respect. I'll leave you with this final thought. Which of these phrases are you going to use first on your next trip to Japan? Thanks so much for hanging out and learning with me today on this explainer, and I will catch you in the next one.